So I want to talk about the housing crisis that is happening in New Zealand and how we need to change the way we think, view, and manage our resources to allow for a more sustainable and prosperous future. We've all heard about the housing crisis here, with recent studies showing that housing prices are increasing at a higher rate than salary. Many people are locked out of the possibility of home ownership and are forced into the rental game. But is the rental game any easier? With the high prices of homes, rental prices are bound to follow that trend. One way to counteract the trend is to build more houses. But at the rate we're going, we're not going to meet demands. Although Taronga is showing a growth in new housing, we're still well below our long-term average. One trend that is growing is the tiny house movement. This has more than doubled in popularity. A tiny house is, basically a house with a bedroom, bathroom, and kitchen all squeezed into a small space. There are no rules as to what makes a tiny house, but generally something that's 36 meters squared or less is classified as tiny. Compare that to the average size of a New Zealand house, which is at 149 meters squared, and Taronga itself is averaging at 189 meters squared. There's something really worth learning from tiny houses. Take, for example, lower energy bills, increased efficiency in design, fewer resources, and also less cleaning. We also start to think about spaces that we don't need. Can spaces be multifunctional? What can we use that's already out there to our advantage? Take, for example, the modern library. It no longer functions as a space just to store information, but acts as a giant living room. Or that local restaurant becoming your kitchen and dining, minus the cooking and cleaning. So why aren't tiny houses more available? For a start, there are rules to follow. For many areas, the minimum size of an independent dwelling varies from 40 meters squared for a one-bedroom unit, 55 meters squared for a two-bedroom unit, and 70 meters squared for a three or more bedroom unit. Sounds reasonable, but with each being a house in its own, I would have to give 200 meters squared of land for every house. So it's no wonder that many new developments are building 2 to 3 bedroom houses sized at 200 meters squared, then given a huge price tag. We start to wonder if these prices and sizes are reasonable enough to help solve the affordable housing problem. I thought it would be fun to give an example of what these facts and figures mean and what impact it can create to the built environment. Instead of offering a unit with poor natural lighting, little outdoor to indoor space, and a lack of community environment. If we took the tiny house instead, we would be able to offer more natural lighting, more outdoor to indoor space, more dwellings, a strong community vibe, at an affordable price. Wouldn't life be better? We can argue about the sizes and prices of these houses, but when you put into perspective of someone who's working hard but is struggling just to pay their bills, or someone who is trying to save up but is spending that money on their rental instead, you start to see a decrease in quality of life. I think there needs to be awareness of how we think and build in a way that is environmentally, economically, but most importantly, socially sustainable. Thank you.